Welcome, gentlemen.
I need a little more wine, I think.
Hey. Buongiorno.
Oh, cheers, gentlemen.
Buongiorno.
Cheers, brothers.
It's wine night.
Welcome to Brothers Radio, number 18. We're joined again by our dear friend Dylan. Figured we'd
Need a
bust
little
out
more
the
wine?
stops.
I'd have a little more wine.
Bust out the stops, get some red wine going. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
Enjoy life's pleasures.
Happy to be here.
It's-
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries. It's Wednesday. It's Italian night. Gump a little more wine.
I'll have just another splash. Top me up, I suppose. So something kind of neat going on is so our old man's his 65 Kenworth truck
Yeah.
it's going to be in a TV series.
Really?
Like just for an episode probably.
Easy. Did you find out what series it's
Yeah,
gonna be?
so it'll be in some scene on a TV series called Under the Banner of Heaven. It stars Andrew Garfield. He's going to be in that.
The Andrew Garfield?
Yeah,
Is
that's
he
why
going
he
to be
was-
trucking?
There was like a story a few weeks ago. No, he's not trucking. He's not driving Old Buck. Fuck! No, Old Buck is just kind of be in the background, like blocking out like the modern scenery in Calgary. Because it's set in like 1978 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it'll be there in some scene. I believe the show is supposed to come out sometime in the new year.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know. I don't know if I can Google it. Search up Under the Banner of Heaven. But anyway, our truck should be in there.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
awesome.
I'll be
But yeah,
looking for it.
A few weeks ago, Andrew Garfield was spotted in Calgary,
I heard that. Yeah.
and that must be he's filming that show. So they're filming there and in Didsbury, because Didsbury has it's a very picturesque main street, right?
Yeah.
It's all those brick buildings and stuff. So they're using that.
Had a bug in my wine. Sorry about that. Fuckers.
Brother, you have a fortune cookie.
Yes, I picked up a little food in town and they gave me a fortune cookie. So we're going to read my fortune.
Yeah, let's read your fortune.
Oh, hell yeah. Good health will be yours for a long time.
Fuck! I was hoping to die at 55 from a heart attack. Well, if you eat more of those, that'll come soon enough.
Yep.
Wait, what's the French? You got to read the French for all our
This is the
all our
ASMR portion.
friggers. Yeah. You got to read the French for all our friggers out there. Vous jouerez d'un bon sans pendant longtemps, I think.
Can you repeat that?
No, I'll fuck it up. I'm surprised I got it the first try.
Yeah, so you were wondering about the whole Bo Mazer story. Is that
What is
from the
Bo Mazer?
houseboating trip? Bo Mazer? Dylan? Remember maybe the kid that crashed the Sea-Doo?
Was his name Bo Mason?
Well, that's what he was telling everybody. Was it? Yeah, his name's Bo Mazer. Or that's what he said his name was. I don't believe it.
Okay. Well, tell the story from the
I'll be
beginning.
honest, I wasn't interested enough to learn his name.
I was just trying to grasp reality at that point.
It was a hell of a weekend, eh, boys?
That's fair.
So it's late. It's probably 10:30. Well, not lately, but it's dark. You're supposed to have your houseboat beached an hour after sunset, right?
I think so.
That's your maximum. So we had our houseboat beached. It was getting dark. And were these kids riding their Sea-Doo around all day? Like, were they fucking around all day?
I think so.
I think so. And
We saw them earlier in the day, and they were just ripping around.
yeah. And they showed up at the beach on their Sea-Doo, and this kid was, not very, but he was about your size, Gump, but like thinner, like $1.35 tops.
Oh, God.
Guy looked malnourished.
And I think he was like, I weigh 135 pounds or 134 pounds. I was like, I don't give a fuck how much you weigh. What does that have to do
Like
with
he's
anything?
bragging about it?
Yeah, like
That's
he
not
was
something
the
you brag
strangest
about.
guy.
Don't brag about the fact that you're a Holocaust victim.
But anyway, this kid came on the beach, just gooned. I don't know what this kid was on. He was retarded for sure. And all frigged up and just talking mad shit on this beach. Like he'd fight anybody. Anyway, he gets on a Sea-Doo and takes off, and he's heading for, we know for sure it's a sandbar. And you can hear him beach the thing, like just nails the sandbar, and you can hear him screaming out on the sandbar. It's dark. So there's this another family, and this family's fucked up too.
Yeah.
They're in their mid-40s, couple kids that are probably 9 and 11.
Yeah.
And they're drunk, talking just as much shit as the parents are, yelling at this Bo Mazer kid, which is the weirdest
But the
fucking
kids
thing.
were drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And just swearing and talking shit, just like their mother was trashy. The whole family was fucking trash.
Yeah.
And screaming at this Bo Mazer kid. And I just remember, like, kind of watching this whole thing off the boat, or I'm on the beach watching this whole thing, and I'm fairly convinced it's a dream. Like, I was asking Raina if any of this was real. Like, is this real? Like, it just didn't seem real. The whole thing was so stupid.
Yeah.
So, a couple guys get on this guy's boat and go and rescue the kid, get him going again, and he just, where we parked was kind of in this bay.
Yeah.
On the lake. Well, he takes off towards the end of the bay. He doesn't get back onto the main part of the lake and fucking nails the rocks or the bank again. This time the bank.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't go and save the kid. I mean, eventually I think the ambulance showed up. We could see lights out there and
Holy
stuff.
fuck.
Yeah. I think he survived. I'm pretty sure.
That wasn't the end of Bo Mazer.
Bo. Sadly not.
Bo, buddy, if you're listening.
It's probably fine.
They
don't send ambulances for dead people.
Yeah, they do. They just don't put the lights on.
Yeah. Fair enough.
They're in no rush.
Yeah. Is he dead? Yeah.
All right. We'll take our time.
Yeah. Oh, we're...
Get an extra hour overtime.
We'll finish our coffee break.
Yeah. Get an extra hour overtime. I mean, why not?
Exactly. But
he's not paying.
That was a fun trip, though.
Very fun trip.
Getting drunk on Kukanusa.
What's not to like?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good time.
Well, go. Yeah. What'd you get up to today?
What did I do today? Oh, I let's see. I woke up.
Took a shit.
Got out of bed. Took a piss. Changed my underwear. Put some different pants on. Proceeded to wallow in my own self-hatred. Now I'm here.
Then it was lunch.
So I had a pepperoni. Just a stick of pepperoni for lunch. It's pretty good.
How does a man look that good?
Living up pepperoni and beer.
This is the diet secrets that Mr. Olympia doesn't want you to know.
Well, you eat enough dried meat, your meat becomes dry. You're kind of preserved just like a pepperoni, you know? The skin's tight. You look good. Is there something wrong with that logic, Dylan?
Nothing comes to mind. No. I spent the day. I was throwing out resumes online. I made a new intro for our YouTube channel for our videos and stuff. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Looks like James Bond type shit. So.
Yeah, except it's me just dancing.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty. I showed him. It's not bad.
Oh, nice. You did see it?
Yep.
I recorded that shit today. I was just hanging out. I was like, man, I'd make a funny video.
Yep. It was.
Here we are.
And here we are. It's now been turned into a hilarious little clip.
Yep.
To start every.
Gump's got some fire clips. So that whole Sweetie Feety video.
Yeah.
We were looking at
I was telling him this just before.
About the impressions. How many impressions is it at now?
It's almost 3,000 impressions.
So most of our videos get what? 500?
Maybe 500 impressions.
100 to 500 impressions. This stupid video got...
It's almost 3,000 because it has the word feet in it.
And you can see what people were searching up. Too.
Yeah, and people have been searching up foot fetish and feet worship. And for some fucking reason, this video that I made, which was about you making fun... all of us making fun of foot fetishes.
Well, you.
What? That's not my foot fetish. God damn it. I'll never live this down. God damn it. But that was the gist, right? You guys making fun of me for allegedly having a foot fetish. Still unsustained. Mm-hmm. And
Sure. Yeah.
And so the title was something about making fun of a foot fetish or something stupid like that, right? Well, boom, it got like 3,000 impressions. The click-through rate is terrible. No one's clicking on the damn thing, though, because, of course, when you're searching up foot fetish, the last thing you want to do is...
Click on 4 drunk dudes
4
in
drunk
a
retards.
small room.
Yeah. You're trying to jack off to feet.
I mean, who are we to judge when it comes to a foot fetish?
I don't know.
Gump.
Yeah.
Any comment?
I hate you guys. Every time.
Care to weigh in?
I'll just stop talking. On to the next subject.
What do you
Something
got?
that pissed me off recently.
Overweight models.
You say that every time.
Well, you've never heard that? It's an Andrew Schultz bit on Joe's podcast.
I don't fucking know. I don't watch fucking podcasts. I make them.
Oh, right. You don't listen to any?
Well, rarely.
Wow.
No.
Anyway, what pisses you off, Gump?
So Tim Hortons has gone and destroyed probably one of the most Canadian things in the modern day. Roll up the rim is no longer roll up the rim. It's just roll up. You don't roll up the rim of your coffee cup. You gotta fucking do a QR code scan and go into this app and all this shit.
It was that last year, too.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, that's right. They brought it in last summer.
What is bullshit?
And
Gone are the days of rolling up the rim.
Now it's permanent?
It's going to be permanent for sure.
It's been like that 2 years now. They ain't going back.
Yeah. And there you go. I mean, something that's so unique and something that is, it's kind of an institution in this country in a way. When it's February, March or whatever, and it's roll up the rim time, people are like, yeah, I'm going to Timmy's just so I can pick up a coffee, see if I win a fucking barbecue or some shit, right? It's kind of a cultural thing, and now it's disappeared.
Well, it's definitely lost a bit of its pizzazz. Like, I loved rolling it up and seeing what you won. It's right there.
It's a physical thing. Now you have to
download
an app. You have to download an app, set up an account, and scan some shit. Like, it's so much more complicated.
And I'm sure...
I just want to drink my coffee, roll up the rim, see if I want a donut. Yeah. Like, fuck.
And then throw it in my cup holder and wait till I get back to the next Tim Hortons to say, hey, I got a free coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to download the app, but it won't be the same.
No, I did download the app in the winter, or like last winter or whatever, and it's not the same either, because your chances of winning stuff is like all different now. Because it's QR code, they've changed the chance of you winning for stuff. And it's like way worse. Yeah. It's actually it's basically a rip job. Like, it's just a gimmick. I don't know if you can even really win stuff.
Yeah.
Before, it'd be like you buy out of every 5 coffees you buy, you probably win a free one. Or you might win a donut. Now I don't even know if you... Well, I don't even know if they're doing snacks or anything.
I thought on the cup it said a guaranteed win every roll or some shit.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's how it works. So it's like points. It's a point system.
Yeah.
So it's not even like, oh, do I win a donut or not? You got to buy a certain amount to then win a donut. It's like, well, why? Where's the fun in that? Where's that sense of like gambling? I like to gamble.
Yeah, to me now it's become something way...
There's no sense of chance.
Yeah. I just like when you rolled it up, it's something in your hands, you see it, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I want a donut. Rip that bitch off, put it in your cup holder. Oh, I'll be at Timmy's tomorrow. I'll get myself a free donut. Now you got to fuck around with a QR code and points. Like, suck my dick.
Basically, it's a point system, so it's no different than the McDonald's Monopoly thing or whatever. Exactly. You buy 10 coffees, you get a free one or whatever. It's like, well...
It was something incredibly unique.
It was very unique, very Canadian, and now it's gone.
And beloved for the fact that it was unique.
Yeah.
And now it's just...
And I hope they bring it back.
It's a gimmick everybody does now.
Yeah. They've gone the way of the rest of these corporations, and now... Well, I think Tim Hortons is really going to take a hit because of this. I bet they fucking make a lot of money during roll-up season.
Roll-up the rim season was the best season of ever.
Yeah.
Everybody talked about it. It's the best. Now it just fucks you around.
So yeah, there's that. That got me down. That got me down today, thinking about that. Speaking of stuff going down, fucking Monday, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp all fucking crashed for like 6 hours. Remember that?
Yep. Oh yeah.
That was
By the
awesome.
time it was up is when I got home. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it was pretty unaffected.
Yeah.
The only thing was WhatsApp.
Yeah, that was
my boss
was
was trying to get a hold of me on WhatsApp, and then he just called me like a normal person. But
yeah,
for about 5 minutes, he was stressing.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck." Yeah. No, honestly, I could have. It could have been down for longer, and it wouldn't have.
I would
It could have
love
stayed
to
permanently
see.
down.
I'd love to see a 24-hour blackout. That'd be kind of neat.
I'd like to see like a week.
Would be cool.
Like a week. Just everyone has to go back to living like an actual human being. I'd like to see how quickly things go back to like the 1960s.
Fell apart.
And people
Even
are like,
1987.
all of a sudden, he's like, hey, let's go out and dance with some dames. Back to 1920s. Yeah, so that was awesome. I had read, I saw this post on Instagram afterwards. This lady, who's one of these like really depressing people who are like, oh, I'm disabled and all I do is ever talk about my disability.
That's it.
You know,
That's your personality.
That's the kind of where their disability becomes their personality.
Yep.
So this lady was like, for most people, they're like, oh, it could stay down. Fuck Facebook. Fuck all this stuff. Like, it's not good for you. Most people were saying that. She's like, I get it. I understand. But for someone like me who's disabled, this is something that's really important to me, to be able to connect with people. This is how I connect with people. And it's like, are you disabled and have to use social media to connect with people? Or has social media made you disabled? Like, what kind of disability are we talking about here? Is like your mouth not function properly? Or you just have social anxiety?
Exactly.
And if you have social anxiety, that's not a disability. You're just anxious.
Go to therapy like the rest of us.
Don't do that. Have some fucking guy in a fucking turtleneck tell you to take pills. Fuck that. Sort your shit out like everyone else did thousands of years. Do mushrooms.
Fine.
Yeah. If you got problems, do mushrooms. That'll solve it.
Well, it'll reset you.
Yeah, it'll fucking re-scramble your brain a little bit.
Scrumble your bungus and you'll be good to go.
It'll scrub your cerebrum. And hopefully afterwards, you're nice and squeaky clean. Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't open that file of old bullshit.
Oh, I do that sometimes. That's a bad choice. You ever do that,
It's
John?
official, boys. I'm back on my shit. Whatever that shit was. More wine?
I think I do that frequently.
You ever check into the folder of bad thoughts from 5th grade?
How bad can thoughts be from 5th grade, though?
Well, some people do dumb things in 5th grade.
bad
Like piss
enough-
themselves.
Bad
or-
enough to bum you out for a while.
Yeah.
All right, enlighten us.
Like, if you
Dylan.
did you piss yourself in 5th grade?
No,
You pooped yourself in 5th grade.
no.
I pissed myself when I was 18, 19.
Yeah,
One time.
same.
Yeah, but that's different.
I
You
was
were
drunk.
drunk at the time.
Yeah.
Well, no, enlighten us, Dylan. Tell us.
Well, I got nothing specific, but just a bad era.
Cringy shit, you
Just-
said.
I find definitely the cringiest time in my life had to be junior high, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
probably
like those-
yeah, it's definitely a lot more accurate.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I
Yeah.
look at my elementary years, I mean, I was a punk ass kid, but as soon as you start thinking about the junior high, it's like, oh my god, I had consciousness
Just
and I was just an
Full
idiot.
of piss and vinegar. Like,
Just why did I always get erections in the LA class after lunch?
yeah. Did you
I don't
guys
know.
ever like?
I just did.
Did you
Nothing I
guys
could
ever
do.
go through a raptor period
A raptor period.
where you just like
Thought you were
did
a robot.
raptor noises?
Oh, you were that kid?
I did raptor noises sometimes. People kept edging me on. They're like, "Hey, you can do raptor noises." I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Do the raptor noise." All right. Like, I thought it made me cool. It didn't make me cool. It made me weird.
Oh boy.
He was the weird raptor kid.
Only because people thought it, like, they kept asking me to do it. I wasn't just like running around like the horse girls who were like trotting down the hallway. It wasn't doing that. It's
Or
just
the-
like, "Hey, Gump, do the raptor noise." All right.
Did your school, 3L school, have a weird cat girl?
Yes,
So did Lyndon.
Oh yeah.
I would say it had several.
Yeah, I think we just had one. But she was like, I wasn't.
Severely
I
fetal alcohol
no,
syndrome.
and I thought for sure she was a cat. Like she was that good. Like she was half cat. She was such a feline, freakishly feline.
Yeah, that was always the weirdest. Was people who were like pretending they were cats. I say that, being someone who pretended to be a raptor for, a year or whatever. But
There's an age cutoff for that.
yeah, after
fine.
seventh grade, it gets weird.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
I still do my inner dinosaur. Never forget your inner dinosaur, Dale.
Your inner velociraptor.
Yeah. So recently, I don't know if you've read the news, but...
Which news?
Oh, the news.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Good. But, so there's this thing going around. A bunch of documents have been released. They're calling them the Pandora Papers. And it's a collection of documents showing sort of what the world's billionaires have been doing with their money. There's a lot of...
No, this is Pandora's shit box.
Well, it's the Pandora's box of... They call it the Pandora's Papers. Pandora Papers. So, there's all these... I think there's like 30-some dudes from Ukraine who have been implicated. The King of Jordan, Putin, different leaders from around the world, billionaires, whatever. And it shows how they essentially avoid all taxes by having tax havens. And it turns out there's like many of the world's tax havens actually exist in like South Dakota in the United States.
Why South Dakota?
Because exactly, why would you think South Dakota? There's nothing in South Dakota.
That is Pandora's shit box.
Perfect place to have a tax haven, right? So there, I don't know if it was all the world's, offshore accounts or whatever, but there's like a considerable amount of these offshore accounts tied to South Dakota. So there's just like a bunch of these stories coming out. Like I got some lists here. So a $22 million chateau in the French Riviera, down on the Mediterranean.
Yep.
It's got a cinema in it, 2 swimming pools. Was purchased.
But imagine living in that.
It was purchased through offshore companies by the Czech Republic's prime minister, who is a billionaire and has been rallying against the corruption of the economic elites. But he himself is doing this shit. So it's a bit, he's a bit of a hypocrite, for sure. Another one is, so more than $13 million were tucked into a secrecy-shaded trust in the Great Plains of the United States, in South Dakota, by one of Guatemala's most powerful families. It's a dynasty that controls a soap and lipsticks conglomerate that's been accused of harming workers. So they own I guess they produce lots of certain oils and extracts and things in Guatemala.
Right.
They have quite a bit of clout down there.
So is this money sitting in South Dakota?
Yeah, in banks or in accounts in offshore companies and stuff.
Through a bank in South Dakota?
Through a company.
Through a company.
So you make an offshore company,
right?
A company that isn't tied to any nation,
right?
And you can put money in it and not have it taxed by any nation. So people, and then they do this, and they have it they have the money physically sitting in a bank in South Dakota,
right? But
it's technically not the American money. It's this company that's international or whatever.
Right.
It's a bunch of loopholes. So there's been 3 beachfront mansions in Malibu purchased through 3 offshore companies for $68 million by the King of Jordan, which is interesting because Jordan doesn't have the greatest economic situation for their people.
They're pretty poor, aren't they?
Well, I don't know if they're super poor, but it is one of the only Middle Eastern countries with no oil, so they don't have that going for them. But the very fascinating thing about all of this, there's all these different people implicated, right? Not a single American citizen has been implicated yet.
Of course.
So what is this really? Think about that. So most of the world's millionaires and billionaires live in the United States, but not one of these people is implicated in this massive worldwide system of laundering money to avoid taxes. Get real.
Well, it seems like the entire system is propped up by the U.S.
Oh, it is. They're using U.S. dollars to fucking do this offshore shit. It's all bought in American money. $22 million for a chateau in the French Riviera. $13 million for some fucking... or it's been hidden in an account, It's American money. So I think what's going on is the American elites are flexing their muscle and taking on the rest of the world's elites. So I think that's probably what's going on.
Probably. Flexing their breeding muscle.
Well, now why do you got to go and do something like that?
I gotta throw a little twist in there, get a little laughter going. Sons of bitches.
He's not wrong. It's just a global pissing contest.
Yeah, that's true. They're flexing their breathing muscles. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Man. But what do I know? I'm just a fucking idiot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Man, I gotta say, this was a good little purchase of wine.
Do we got another bottle?
Apothic Inferno? Yeah, I got another bottle right there. Not of this, though. It's the cheaper stuff. But I'm hoping that it'll pair nicely.
With the stuff we had previous. So that it tastes a lot better once you're drunk.
Nothing pairs better with the expensive stuff than the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
You know what goes really good with cheap wine? Cheap cigars. Except we don't have any. Fuck.
Damn it, Dylan. We should have had you bring some cigars.
Yep.
Yeah, we could ask.
I was just thinking, maybe I do. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Probably not like Josh, who has some crusty old ones in his
No,
glove box.
we
for 3.5.
humidified those suckers. They were actually really smooth. Those little cigarillos.
That's true.
I threw them in a box with a sponge, wet sponge. Worked great. They were pretty smooth.
Weren't bad, actually. Yeah. Once they dried out again, they're kind of dog shit. But
Yeah.
I think we can get that second bottle open. Gump, give me your Albanian army knife there.
My Albanian army scimitar.
What'd you call it? Bosnian army knife before?
No,
What'd you say?
Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Bosnians don't have an army.
Your Norwegian switchblade there. Up there, yeah, there it is.
My Albanian army scimitar.
I gotta cut it.
All right.
What's this keychain mean?
Oh, that? Oh, here. Here, let me show it on camera. So this, folks.
Well, most people are listening on Spotify, Gump. It's a little round keychain.
Well, yeah, I'll explain it. Just let me talk. How about that? So, if you see this little, it's like a little eyeball. They call this the devil eye. It's a Middle Eastern thing. Turkey, they make these. Iran, it means something in Iran. It's a little good luck charm. It's a little eyeball that watches over you. They call it the devil eye.
Well, you know what the one-eyed devil is, Gump.
Well, yeah, I'll fucking show you later on. How about that?
Oh, I wish you wouldn't.
Well, I'll fucking do it if you keep interrupting me, you little bitch. Fuck.
Gump, you're so angry. But you and me are so different.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
because
crazy.
you're dumb and choose to open your mouth when you shouldn't.
Oh, yeah, and
and
you
I-
choose your mouth when you
and I-
choose to. Oh, you're like,
and
you know
I'm-
what? I'm going to open my mouth.
And
right
I'm
now.
dumb and choose to listen when I should be listening.
Fuck my ass, Gump.
Rather not. I'd rather not do that. That's icky.
Gump, you have opened your mouth when you shouldn't lots of times.
Oh, yeah, I know. Anyone who knows me realizes what I just said is the most hypocritical shit on the planet.
Okay, good. I'm glad you realized that, because when you said that, I was like, you fucking...
That's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm saying it.
As long as you're self-aware.
Yeah, I'm being facetious. I believe that's a word. Yeah. So the other day, we were watching the Green Mile, eh?
I finished that bitch.
I the next day I came back and I started it where I left off.
Nice.
And I watched the rest of it.
That's a good fucking movie.
Oh, it's
and
so good.
I won't lie to you.
Dog tie boss.
I was holding back tears. I've watched that movie
me too.
before, and I was like,
If you
Fuck.
don't cry during that movie, you're a pussy.
But
God, it's a good
but
movie.
imagine this, guys. Imagine like,
Can you leave
Yeah,
the
like-
light on, mister?
please don't put that hood
I
on me.
get scared in the dark.
Don't put that hood on me. I don't want to be in the dog, boss. But just imagine, you know how he uses his hands to like heal people.
Yeah.
What if he used his mouth? So you know, Tom
Well,
Hanks.
he kind of did.
Tom Hanks has that urinary infection. What if he just grabs him and starts sucking his cock? Oh my God, my bladder infection's gone. Oh, I'm dog tired, boss. Dog tired. And he sits down. He's got cum dripping out of his mouth. He goes, the lady who cures the cancer of the warden's wife. He goes up there and just starts molesting her. And the warden's like, "What the fuck?" Oh, trust me, Hal. Trust me, it works. I know it's a bit uncomfortable, but just starts molesting and raping this lady. But her cancer is cured. She's good to go.
Like that Dave Chappelle bit. Let me pat your pussy. Come on, it's for the greater good.
He
see
saves more than he rapes, but he does rape.
You see that bit? Where it's
think so.
the superhero who only gets his powers when he...
Yeah, it's in the first one. It's in the first special he did on Netflix. It's great. You guys should watch that. Speaking of which, that brings me last night I watched his latest special. It's gonna be his last one on Netflix for quite a while.
Did it just come out?
Yeah, it just came out.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
That's called The Closer. And it's very good. It's very good because he's the kind of guy who just doesn't back down from like journalists and shit.
No.
So, there's all these allegations that he's anti-LGBT and anti-LGBT, all this shit, right? And so he just doubles down on that shit.
Oh, you can't fuck with Dave Chappelle. Nobody, I don't know how you could. Like he's
he's stalwart.
untouchable.
He's just stalwart. He just doesn't back down. And that's why he's untouchable. He's invincible because he doesn't back down.
Exactly.
Oh, well, thank you, brother.
A little wine, Gump.
Thou art truly thy brother's keeper.
I take care of my family. I don't have friends. I have family. It's been a long day. Yeah. Oh, you know what's a good tune I heard on the radio today? Amanda by Boston.
How's that one go?
Well, if I had the lyrics in front of me, I would sing it to you.
Oh, but you don't remember the song.
Hold on, it's coming to me.
Amanda. Oh, that's Rhiannon. Close enough. I'm getting my bitches mixed up.
Get my rock and roll ladies mixed up. I don't know why I thought of that. It's just a good tune.
All right.
You'll have to listen to it. Amanda by Boston. God damn it! Pull up the lyrics on that shit. I'll sing it to you.
Too many songs about ladies.
Just let the people Google it for themselves.
No, but you need to know what song
I'll
it is.
fucking Google it later. We got time. It's all right.
Listen to your cocksucker.
Let it pass.
Listen to your cocksucker.
Let it pass.
There should be more songs about the boys being back in town.
Yeah. Why is there only one?
There only needed to be one, though.
True.
How many different ways can you say the boys are back in town?
You got me there.
The lads are back in Liverpool.
Yeah. Kanye West's Fellas in Paris.
Yeah. Am I correct? That's
kind of a boys back in
that's-
town.
Well, they're not back in town. They're not from there, but
They're
tearing it up for sure. Why do you think it was called that?
They were, in fact, in Paris.
Well, from my understanding, the reason the title of that song is the way it is because those gentlemen were, in fact, in the capital of France.
They were in Paris.
And that shit cray.
Africans in France.
They're not African. They got African descent. They're from America. You know the term African American, I personally think that's a misnomer. I'm not a European Canadian. I'm just a fucking Canadian. Americans aren't like European Americans. They're just Americans. And it's the same with black folk.
They're Americans.
They're just Americans. Yeah. They're African American. Well, fuck. Most white people can like trace back their roots to the old country. Most black folks can't. So they're more American than most white people claim to be. You know
I just like calling it like it is. Like I just like using colors. It's easy. And not calling them colors like we're white and they're black. I mean,
what's going on, chocolate?
What's going on, you brown bitch?
Because here's the thing: is you like colors. You're very good with hues. You'd be like, what's going on, milk chocolate? That's a light skinned fella.
Yeah. Well, usually you can point out the light skinned fellas when they're just dancing, like sexually dancing on a pole.
My beige brother.
Yeah. The brothers.
The gentleman. So, for you guys, here's a good question. We'll start with Dylan.
All right.
If you were given 3 wishes by a genie right now, and that genie's name was Norm, by the way, what would you wish for? What would you say to Norm, the genie?
I know what mine would be.
God damn it.
Well, we'll let you think.
Are there any caveats? Like, what are the rules?
No rules.
The rules
it's a fucking genie. Bro.
Other than there's no like wishing for more wishes. We're gonna have a cap on that.
That's the only rule.
Yeah.
And don't talk about Fight Club.
I don't fucking abide by that rule. The guy who made the movie didn't abide by that rule.
The first rule of Fight Club is have fun.
Have fun and be yourself.
I wish I could talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, what would be your first wish if you were to be stroking that lamp? Genie, genie on the wall.
In a lamp.
Who has the thickest ass of them all?
Kim
Then
Kardashian.
Norm comes out. You
Fucking
know what my first wish would be? I wish your name was Gary.
That's just mean, but that's funny. Because you know what's really funny? His original name is probably not Norm. Someone probably just fucked with him. His original name is probably like Arabic or something, right? That's where the idea of genies comes from. It's from the Middle East. He's probably Muhammad or some shit. And then some motherfucker in England in 1950 named him Norm.
Probably.
Yeah.
And now you name him Gary.
What's your first wish, Dylan?
I'm just thinking, you gotta wish for something that you can like see
Exactly.
to prove that this guy's legit. Something
Wish
you can
number
hold
2.
in your hands.
Let him talk.
Bring back, roll up the rim.
Because like you could go out there and you could be like, yeah, I wish for world peace.
Oh yeah, that dumb shit.
But
yeah. No.
but you can't even see that.
No.
You want your first wish
Right.
needs to be something.
Exactly.
Well, you know
to
what?
prove this guy's
This is good.
legit.
This is good because I have several wishes, and you can actually see these. Because my first wish would be to triple poverty worldwide, and my second wish would be to quadruple infant mortality. My third wish would be hoping that a half-kilometer wide asteroid strikes the Congo.
This guy's twisted.
So everyone always wishes for like these altruistic things. Oh, world peace, solve world hunger. Fuck that. Human
No,
beings
you're
are meant to suffer.
You're right. It's a
We're-
cliche.
We're really good with suffering. Like that's all we do. We just suffer. So fucking crank it up to 11. Have an asteroid hit the fucking African continent. I don't know. Horrible shit like that. Just let's see what happens.
I wish the sea levels would rise exactly 1 foot.
Yeah. Then Vancouver would just be beachfront property, just under the water.
Oh, that would wreak havoc.
Not enough to really just fuck everything, but a lot of damage though.
A lot of like
To really
shitty
jack
coastal
the price
cities.
of real estate here in Alberta.
Yes.
There'd be a lot of sad hippies coming this way from California, Oregon, Washington, BC. They'd be moving east.
You know what?
And I'd be sitting on the freeway with a 50 cal, gunning them down. Stay the fuck back in your ocean, bitch.
You know what another wish would be? I'd wish for everybody's toasters to unevenly toast their bagels.
Just devious little things like that, eh? Have it so that everyone's toaster, it never quite toasts your toast. It just gets a little warm and just a little crisp on the outside, but never brown.
Wish that everyone with a 4-slice toaster, one of them doesn't work.
Yeah.
So they only get 3 out of 4.
You
That
devious
sucks.
son of a bitch.
Have it so that everyone's shoes permanently have little rocks in them.
Or no,
I-
always have rocks when you slip it on, so you have to take it off, shake the rock out, and then put the shoe on.
And then you put it back on and there's another rock in there. So it's a never-ending cycle. Shaking all the rocks, putting them back on, more rocks.
But really, that really only affects the first world countries.
Yeah, so you just stop wearing shoes. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but the perks of being in a first world country is, hey, dudes.
You have very, very strange ideals, brother. That's a perk of living.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Gump. I'm sorry my first wish isn't to send a fucking asteroid into the Congo, you fucking idiot.
Hey, listen. They can make some good use out of that space rock. They could use some space rock. That's all I'm saying.
What if that space rock had,
What if it's like fucking Black Panther?
had vibranium in it? Isn't that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah. Vibranium.
That sounds like something that a girl maybe gives a
I
guy
was just going to say.
sucking on a sloppy toffee.
Yeah, she's vibing on that branium.
I fucking gave her some vibranium last night. I think that looks a little bit like this.
God,
You just vibrate.
imagine being a girl.
I do it
Imagine
every
being
day.
a girl.
I do it every day, brother.
I can't and I won't.
Why not?
It's alpha status.
Yes. Sigma male.
Absolute Chad.
You're a ligma male. Is it better than Sigma?
I simply will not fall for it.
I hate you.
Ligma.
I don't think I will.
No, I don't think I will.
What do you guys have for breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
All right, Dylan, what do you have? You're a hardworking blue-collar man.
Thank you.
Swinging hammer. What do you have for breakfast?
Swinging hammer, swinging dick.
On a regular day.
On a regular day. I eat a lot of bagels.
Big bagel guy?
Yeah.
Respect. I love me a blueberry bagel. Oh, my God.
Toast.
Nice.
With various peanut butter, jam.
Little jam.
Little nut on there. Nutella.
Honey when I'm feeling extra.
A little bit of Nutella.
You naughty boy.
I jump out of bed feeling bougie.
Oh, when I jump out of bed and trip over my Louis Vuitton bag, I'm like, fuck it, honey on the toast today.
Cereal.
Big cereal guy?
Yeah, fuck around with cereal.
Yeah. What kind of cereal? What's your favorite?
Ooh. Probably Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
God, I was just going to say, if you say anything other than CT Crunch,
fuck with CT Crunch.
I was going to fuck you up.
That's definitely up there for me. I'm a big Fruit Loops guy too, though.
Yeah, I don't mind the occasional loop.
A Fruit Loop?
A little loopy in the morning.
Yeah, a little loopy. Yeah. What about the old Honey Nut Cheerios? That's a classic. That's a staple.
Can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Plain old Shreddies. It's been a long time since I had a bowl, but I could go for a bowl of plain old Shreddies.
Yeah. I remember eating that a lot as a kid. That was good. And you put brown sugar on top.
A little brown sugar.
I was gonna say, I disagree.
You gotta put a little brown sugar on there. Never white sugar.
You just buy honey Shreddies.
Mm-hmm. Those are good too.
Those are good.
Or they used to make vanilla ones. Mm. Do you remember? It was probably about 2008, 2009. They had this fucking ad campaign where the premise was something fucking went wrong at the Shreddies factory, and all the square Shreddies were coming out of the machine diamond shaped. Like they were just turned 90 degrees. Yeah. They were just turned 90 degrees or 45 degrees or whatever. They're like, oh, what? Something's wrong with the machine. No. I think we could sell these. It's like, here, new diamond Shreddies. And it's like, are you fucking serious right now? It's the same shit. How much money did you spend on this ad campaign?
That was fantastic marketing because everybody's like,
so
it's
stupid.
The same shit, but they all, every time they went into the grocery store and seen diamond Shreddies, would be like, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
They're just doing
probably bought a box.
They're just doing a little light trolling.
Yeah. It was like brand Twitter before brand Twitter was a thing. Exactly. It was just trolling the consumer. Yeah.
What's that breakfast place just south of Crossfield off the number 2? You know what I'm talking about, Dylan? There's the Tim Hortons in there, and then there's a
Burger King there too.
Burger King. There's that breakfast joint, gas station, right?
Yeah.
What is it? It's not a Smitty's.
Is it a Humpty's?
Yeah, Humpty's Cheeks.
Son of a bitch. Fuck.
I even helped. I was the accomplice on that one. I'm sorry, Dylan, but it had to be done.
No, that's good. That's good.
That's why I had to start the breakfast talk to really transition into that.
That was the whole thing.
That was the whole point. You didn't care. You didn't care about what he ate for breakfast.
Fuck you, guy. I do care.
Unreal.
I do care.
You were just setting up a bit. You don't even care about your friend. You fucking prick.
That's bullshit. But I knew I wanted to say that bit, and I was like, well, I can't just outright say, hey, what's that restaurant? I got to be like, hey, boys, what's your favorite breakfast?
Nah. Respect. I got respect for it.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
No, please, Joe Mama.
Is what it is. So, in other news, Seinfeld is now on Netflix. Are you a big Seinfeld guy?
And if
I would say yes.
You've watched
I've watched a lot of episodes, haven't done a full watch.
You haven't watched the whole series, but you've seen lots?
I'm going to start soon. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. But
we just noticed it there the other night when we watched it.
Yeah, well, I remember seeing lots of posts about it, seeing lots of promotion for it and stuff. They had this one
I saw
promotion
that.
where Jerry Seinfeld was a Lego man trying to eat Lego cereal, and like he just had the big stupid Lego phone. He had like the claw hands and everything. It was fucking weird, but I laughed.
Yeah, I saw the first trailer for the Netflix release. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's dropping October 1st.
Yeah.
My first thought was, this is going to be a great fall.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing though. So there's a slight problem with the series because the show was originally broadcasted in a 4:3 aspect ratio, right? For basically like the old CRT TVs, right? Cathode ray tube. It has now been converted to 16:9 because most people's TVs are like, plasma screen or LCD or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
Big
just
screen
the
TVs.
regular
That's
format.
just your regular TV now. Most formats are that. Any TV show that's been shot since fucking 2000 has been in that format, right? The problem with changing a series or an aspect ratio from 4:3 to 16:9 is that you sort of cut off the border.
Yeah.
So there's an episode, I believe it's just called The Pothole. It's in season 8. And you can't see the pothole in the entire episode, apparently. So you just see two angry New York Jews yelling about a pothole that you can't even see. In the original one, you see the pothole and it gets filled in, and there's all this shit happens. Right?
Potholes in the middle of the road.
Kramer, there's a fucking pothole in the middle of the road.
I know, Jerry. Huh? Jerry, they're gonna pave it any day now.
Kramer.
George is getting upset. Very upset.
Yeah. So you can't even see the pothole, which is, I think, in a way, it's kind of hilarious. But a lot of people are pissed because the show, it doesn't look the same because there's lots of stuff in the scene that isn't in the scene anymore.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be some redesign of the actual Netflix series or whatever. They're probably going to try and get a little better aspect
There's
ratio.
a similar problem when The Simpsons went to Disney Plus.
Yes, I read about that too, and I remember I watched a couple episodes on Disney Plus. This was maybe a year ago when it came out, or 2 years, whenever it was. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, this is wrong. Like, Homer's head got cut off in a couple of shots. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just not pleasant to watch when like you're only seeing 70% of the actual show.
Yeah. But you can change it now, apparently.
Or you can flip it to a
Yeah, you
different
can
aspect
adjust
ratio?
it. I'm not sure how, but you go into settings.
So
and
will
Okay.
it just have like the black borders on the sides?
Yeah, I bet that's what'll happen.
See, that's if I knew that's what the deal was. I mean,
Yeah, just flip your TV settings.
Yeah.
You can just flip your TV settings. It's fine, I think.
no, but if it's in the actual format on Netflix, even then it wouldn't work.
Right.
So
yeah.
Netflix has to figure that shit out.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Would you pour me a little more Ménage à Trois, brother?
I mean, I'll pour you some more wine, but I won't suck your dick. No.
No, Ménage à Trois. Oh, that's code word for a threesome.
That is exactly what it is.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about that. That sounded fucking gay, didn't it? That's extra gay because there's 3 of us. Oh, my. I am very socially unaware of the things
5
I
feet.
say.
I didn't know that was French for three-way. I honestly had no idea.
When I say
Yeah, a
twelve.
mix of 3. A Ménage à Trois. French is such an expressive language.
It's a sexy language.
It's really not, actually. Well, like maybe like France French is, but you listen to Quebecois, it's like listening to someone with a bunch of marbles in their mouth.
It really is. Did you just swear in French?
Fuck.
Everything about France and French culture is great, except for the people.
Yeah.
Except for the French.
Damn, I wish
Except for the
France were
French
real.
themselves.
Yeah.
I wish France were real.
Well, apparently the fellas were there. The
Well,
brothers.
yeah, but do you really trust those fellas? I don't know if I trust Jay-Z and Kanye.
I do.
Those motherfuckers
With
got they got a lot of money.
With my life.
I don't. I've never met them. I don't even know if they're real. All I know is they could be figments of the mass media corporate entity complex.
Yes. I disagree.
Allow me to get my tinfoil hat here, gents.
I love the dance around the name of the song.
Well, we can't
I
say
ain't
it.
saying it.
We're gonna get lambasted, get our fucking videos taken off of fucking YouTube. We can say fag. That hasn't hurt us
Yeah, we can
Thus
say
far.
faggot all we want. Can't say faggots in Paris.
But if you
Well,
can't
we
say-
I just did. But
But we can say, oh, if they're in France, then they're friggers.
they're French.
Or they're in Paris, right? They're in Paris, so they're priggers,
I guess.
right? If they're
The friggers in Paris. No, because they'd be French brothers.
well,
they'd
but,
be the
but if
friggers.
they're, it depends where they come from. Like the name changes depending on where you come from, right? What's that one rapper from Indonesia? He called himself Rich Chigga for a while. He's now Rich Brian, but he was Rich Chigga. He was like, oh, apparently this is insensitive. So he changed his name. He's like, you fucking cave? Are you kidding me? Half the reason people listen to you is because your name's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that shit was awesome. Rich Chigga. I forgot about
Chigga.
that.
Rich Brian.
Yeah. Rich Brian.
I had to
disgusting.
change my name to Rich Brian.
My actual name.
Can't tell if that's a downgrade or an upgrade.
That's a downgrade.
That's a downgrade.
Fuck Brian.
I don't trust anyone named Brian.
I'd argue it's funnier. Rich Brian.
It's funny in a really cringe way.
Well, the way like Rich Chigga
Yeah,
was, it's real funny because of the name Chigga.
obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, but Brian is the whitest possible name you can find. Like,
That's where
it's-
the humor is.
He's from Indonesia, though.
Yeah.
What's a
Very
whiter
funny.
name than Brian?
Philip.
Keith.
Lance.
Ugh. Yeah, yeah. Keith, Lance, Todd,
Todd is white.
Chad.
Chad.
Sad.
But right up there, Brian is in there. Top 10 for sure. Yeah.
Braxton.
Braxton.
That's redneck for sure.
No,
Paxton.
Charles.
Dick.
Harry. Harry
Johnson.
Dick.
Johnson.
Eleanor.
Rigby.
Where are we going with this?
That's a fucking Beatles song. You want to get it. You want to understand.
Yellow Submarine.
Shut up, Ringo.
Back in the USSR.
Just let it be, fellas.
You cheeky wanker, you.
I'm just a boy from Liverpool.
Just a couple lads, mop tops from Liverpool.
Oh, speaking of which,
Get some Happy Meals, please. Make sure they have the boy toys in them. I don't quite mind the girl toys. Shut the fuck up, Ringo.
Patty Pendleton.
Oh, the
Pendleton?
surf. Yeah, Patty Pendleton.
Pendleton.
The surf.
He's a UFC fighter out
Yeah.
of
Oh.
He's out of Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Patty Pendleton has this bitchin' bowl cut.
Yeah, I'll show you. Have you seen this guy before?
No,
Okay.
I
But-
don't think I
but-
have.
He had what his UFC debut. Jesus, UFC debut. He won his fight, and people were cropping his haircut and putting it on other people. Did you see the picture of Dana White with his blonde bowl cut?
I don't think so.
Oh my
Oh, boy.
god, Cup! That was the. Did you see that? Dana White with the bowl cut. It
No,
was
I didn't see that.
fucking
Is it-
hilarious.
Pendleton or What the fuck? Why is it not coming up? Pendleton. How do you spell Pendleton?
I can't. It's Patty the Batty. That's what he goes by.
Oh, it's but D's. That's like Patty the Batty. Pimblet.
Pimble.
Pimblet.
Wait, Pimblet. Okay.
Patty Pimblet. It's the most. That's pretty English if you ask me.
Daddy Pim.
This guy looks like he fucking he sickles wheat in the fall to make sure his family gets by.
He's a beauty. But I thought he posted a picture of Dana White with his haircut.
I have no idea.
It's fucking choice.
Oh man.
I love that shit.
What a look.
Oh man, he was
Incredible.
right after that. It was a UFC fight in London. Right after that fight, Michael Bisping, he's kind of a legend. He's kind of the representation of the UK in UFC. He interviews him.
Kind of like the George St. Pierre of Britain.
Yeah. So he interviews him, and he's like, this Pimbleton guy is just going off like, oh, I knew I was gonna win. And it's like, well, and he's Bisping is like, well, actually, you nearly had it in the third round. Like, you nearly got your ass kicked. Like, you got to have a little more respect here, man. He had to slap him down a little bit because this guy's got a lot of attitude. He's a cocky fella, but honestly, I think you have to be cocky when you look like that.
Especially when you start out, too. You gotta be cocky. Do you watch a lot of fights, Dylan?
Not a lot, no.
But I think there's got to be a certain level of cockiness especially when you're starting off. You got to be a fucking asshole.
I
Right
guess. I mean, you don't have to.
You don't have to, but
if you want to if you want airtime, if you want people to talk about you, you got to be a prick because everyone's now is following the Conor McGregor scheme.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, be an asshole. And
so as long as you win fights, you can be as cocky as you want.
It's basically what wrestling did in the 80s and 90s. You had a heel and you had a hero.
Yeah.
Right? You have some guy who everyone hates, like The Rock or fucking Hulk Hogan or any of that shit, right? And then, you just say inflammatory shit to, like, get the crowd riled up. So that's basically what's going on. Like, it's becoming a much more showy sport in that respect, which is, I'm not a fan of that.
Well, I think were you going to say something?
I was just going to say, I'll start fighting, but my bit will be, I'll be incredibly timid.
Well, what's that one fella, the Wonder Boy?
I'd bet on you.
I'm shy.
Steve, the Wonder Boy.
Oh, that...
He's out of the States. Oh, what the hell? Wonder Boy. He goes by Wonder Boy. Steve Wonder Boy. You think that motherfucker can fight? He can't see.
No, he's like Daredevil. Doesn't need to see.
No, Wonder Boy. Anyway.
The man without fear?
Wonder Boy is like, he's like the most nice guy ever, and he kicks ass.
Oh, yeah. Did he fight Cowboy Cerrone?
He did, and he won, I believe.
Yeah. Stomped his shit, I thought.
Yeah, that was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
5 months?
It was a while
like
ago.
That? Yeah, it was early this year.
Yeah, I did a pretty good job. Anyway, with that, there was a interview with that Patty. What's his last name?
Patty. Oh, fuck it. So British. Pimblett.
Pimblett?
Patty Pimblett.
Patty Pimblett. His interview afterwards, he's like, would you like to call out anybody? He's like, yeah, I'd like to call out Instagram for blocking me fucking account.
Give me my account back, you lizards.
Yeah, give me back my account, you lizards. Yeah, that was pretty great.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, he looks like he spends many a night in the town tavern, harassing the bar wenches.
And has a horrible masturbating addiction. He has to.
No, he harasses.
Look at him.
Well, he does look like he's a coomer for sure.
He's got the haircut of a guy who does.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta get a haircut.
Speaking of which, I need to cut my bowl cut.
Hey, my name's Patty, and I got a new bowl cut, and I'm really excited about my new bowl cut.
All right, boys, place bets. If I were to get a bowl cut, how long would Kaylin stay with me?
You can't get a bowl cut because your hair's too curly.
I could have a curly bowl cut.
It would just curl. It would just turn into that mulatto haircut that all the fucking like Zoomers are getting.
Oh God, I would look like a fuck.
Yeah, you would look like an absolute fuckboy because you cut it like that and it would just stick up. It'd be nice and shorn on the side, but
I'm in the same boat.
Gump, you could have a killer bowl cut.
I'm not getting a bowl cut.
I'll give you one.
I'm already at my fucking rock bottom here. I'm not getting a bowl cut.
Well, no. Rock bottom is the bowl cut, Gump. You're not at rock bottom. You don't have a bowl cut yet.
Well, all great artists have to hit rock bottom at some point, I guess.
I'll give you the Macklemore haircut 5 years too late.
Like all that floopy shit. That's kind of what you got going on. Almost.
Absolutely not.
That's pretty close.
That's rude, Gump.
Like a little more gel and it would look like that.
This is a standard haircut.
If he's shorn
I
on the
walk in
sides.
there and I point at the poster and say, a number 1, please.
Yeah, generic white boy,
what,
please.
1 on the sides, 2 on the top? That's what you get?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's like I can't even say it's so generic.
I walk in there and say, fix me.
Fuck my shit up, fam.
I love it. You look good, Dylan. What kind of shampoo do you use?
Head and shoulders.
He's head and shoulders above us, for sure.
Yeah, I use some fancy Moroccan oil things. I don't know. My girlfriend left it.
Women are cool. I like
women have the best shampoos.
They do. The body washes, the loofah.
You ever scrub your nuts with a loofah?
Yes.
I got my own loofah.
Oh, you would. You're a
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, please.
Yeah. I like loofahs. Really just hit the pits, the tits, the ass. Really scrubs. Really scrubs.
It's not like scrubbing your nuts with a loofah.
It's
Really,
That's right.
really gets in the wrinkles.
What color is your loofah?
Red.
What kind of red?
Like this red? Like the headphone red?
Or more of a wine red?
Or like, is it actually pink and you're just trying to pass it as
No,
red?
it's red.
Okay. As long as it ain't baby blue or pink.
No,
If it was like a navy blue, I'd be
red.
like, respect. Red? All right.
I think it came in an Old Spice gift package.
That makes even more sense. It's Old
It's
Spice
an old
red.
man loofah. I get it. It's for fucking exfoliating your old man crusty skin.
Your wrinkles and shit. Nice.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
Wish I had one of those.
Kaylin, if you're listening, please buy me an Old Spice loofah. I want to be cool like Dylan.
Regular Old Spice sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
use
big time old
I
man
use their
deodorant.
body wash. Garbage.
What if it's like just the regular plain Old Spice?
Yeah.
Like original
Like
flavor?
their deodorant?
Trash.
Yeah, garbage.
I don't mind the body wash.
I find the body wash dried me out a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll send some prayers for your pussy.
I have a sensitive pussy, Gump.
Yeah, I bet. You shampooed it with the wrong shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta use coconut oil type shit, you know?
No, I use, I found Dove Men Plus Care.
Oh, I use that for my hair, the fucking Dove
But I
shampoo.
used the body wash. Didn't dry out. My pussy didn't dry out after that.
Incredible.
So you dry skinned boys out there. If you got a dry pussy, Dove Men Plus Care body wash. That'll fix you right up.
No,
That or lotion.
I could vouch for that.
You got a dry pussy?
Nah.
Because
No, I'm saying I hugged you one time. I felt like I was hugging a dolphin.
Slippery.
Stop.
I was like, ooh, this boy's clean.
Oh, God. This really is going to become a menage a trois. Fuck.
Yeah.
And Dylan is the fucking...
And then you taught me everything about how to
Ringleader.
properly put cologne on.
This wine's got me feeling lusty.
Well, you didn't know how to put cologne on?
That was
Well,
Just a splash here?
No.
Some on the wrist?
No, but Dylan said back of the neck. He's like, so he puts it on the back, then he's like, come here. So I gave him a hug.
That's
what
this
I'm
one.
saying. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah,
chest, back of the neck.
exactly. Because that's
Generally.
when it really counts. The
right.
smell
When
doesn't
she's
count
close.
if they're 3 feet away.
When she's
But
close.
when she's fucking right in your pecs.
And usually the back of your neck isn't sweating, so that smell, it stays fairly strong back there. Where the chest, you really start sweating, you're dancing. But the back of the neck, when she gets close, hugs, you're dancing.
Yeah, unless you live in Alabama and it's fucking 8,000 degrees. You're like, oh, it's been a long day in
at
the
a-
field, boys.
110%.
My neck is
humidity.
sweating.
Well, this
Get to
ain't it.
work, boys.
This is Alberta, Gump, where we have 30 to 40% humidity at the most.
It's pretty dry out here.
Our pussies are dry out here.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's about to get cold.
Yeah, I heard it's going to snow
where
on
I
Monday.
excel.
Fuck.
No sweating.
This morning was.
I love the
I had to
cold.
put my Carhartts on. It was.
Really?
Yeah, it was chilly.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
love
wearing
the
long
cold.
underwear though. I'm just wearing my pants.
Yeah, I'm holding out on the long underwear.
I haven't got that far yet.
I'm holding out till at least November.
You motherfucker.
I'm toughing it out.
You fuck.
I don't care how cold it gets.
You're like, I'm not putting long underwear until November 1st.
I never wear long underwear, but I also never leave the house. So, you know, I don't really have any similarity here. I got no point.
Well, damn, Gump, you got us.
What if Monkey rides snowboard?
Oh, MXP?
These are the questions.
Have you recently watched MXP?
Do you have it on DVD, Dylan?
No.
Do you on a
Absolutely.
VHS?
No.
Who the fuck has... If anybody's listening and has MXP, Most Extreme Primate, can you please
Send it in.
send it to me or Gump? Somehow it's got to make its way here.
What's the mailing address?
P.O.
Box.
P.O. Box 172 T0M 1J0, Linden, Alberta. Mail it to Aubrey Esau or Graham Esau.
Yeah.
No return because I will keep it. That's not true. I will send it back. But I would
We'll
love
watch
to
it and
watch
we'll
that.
send it back, just like Netflix back in the days, you know, when Netflix was just you fucking order shit on the mail service.
That's
like
how
that.
it started out. I always
Yeah,
I
you
never-
order online and then they would send it to you in the mail on a DVD.
Have you ever seen those things? Like, I think they're called red boxes.
Redbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Netflix, but it's same. It's like a vending machine for
Yeah,
DVDs.
you see them in
Right,
Walmarts
right,
and
right.
shit all
Yeah.
the time.
But then you'd have to return them
Right, you have to mail them back.
to the. No, I think you just put them back in the machine.
Yeah, you just come back
Oh,
to
it
the
was
machine.
a-
It's got a return
It was kind of
spot.
like it was a vending machine.
Yeah.
At where?
Walmart,
I've seen them at Walmart.
Walmarts.
Various
Oh, I thought they.
Superstore.
So
malls.
Netflix wouldn't mail you videos.
No, Netflix did.
Netflix,
Netflix
mailed
did.
you stuff.
So
Redbox.
Redbox was
Oh,
different.
Redbox was different. I just okay, I get you. Nice. No, I don't remember those.
But the thing is, so could you? I think with those you could only buy using a credit card. That way, if you didn't return, they would just keep charging your
Yeah,
credit card.
I think
right?
that's how it worked.
So what you would do, of course, is just steal someone's credit card and get all the movies out of the machine, and that person would just keep getting charged.
Charged.
All right, you're making fun of my Canadian accent, are you? Fucking prick.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, buddy, you're made out of fucking 10-ply, all right?
You're 10. No. You're fucking 10-ply, bud.
Yeah, you're fucking 10-ply, whatever. Fuck off. Well, you want to go for a tilt, you fucking prick?
It's a Tilly.
Tilly, yeah, I was
like
going to say.
tilt. Tilly or tilt?
All right.
Never heard of tilt?
I've never heard tilt.
Tilt that's hockey term. Tilt. You fucking schmeebag.
Not in this country.
You
enough.
you schmelt.
I've heard
Not
Tilly a
Schmelt, yeah.
lot.
I've heard Tilly a lot, but Tilt.
Never tilt.
Oh, it's tilt.
Go.
That's a
It's
one.
okay to be wrong.
Tilt.
You know history facts. I know how to talk like an idiot. It's fine.
Tilt
It's fine.
slang.
All right. What the fuck's a tilt?
Uh,
I've never heard tilt.
Tilt slang Canada.
You ever heard of a mind goblin?
Hilarious, Dylan.
I feel like I have. What the fuck is it?
Mind goblin is nuts.
Oh, I walked right into that too, and I have totally heard that.
I feel like you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Well, here,
I did. I was
hey.
like, oh fuck.
This is actually a pretty good article here. All right, so here's a bunch of Canadian slangs. Buddy or bud. That's not really slang, but we do use it a lot. A regular or a double-double. That's just, yeah, everyone knows what that is.
Regular or in the puss.
Of course.
Right? A regular double-double. That's, you got double sugar, double cream for all of our international listeners. All two of you.
Yeah, is that German guy still listening?
I think so. A couple guys in the States.
Dots Vidania, my brother.
That is Russian. Guten Tag, brother.
Guten Morgen. It's probably morning there, right?
Ah, good time.
By this
Good
time.
call.
Timmy's, Tim's, Timbits. That's not really slang. That's more marketing. Hang a Larry. Hang a Larry or hang a Roger.
Is that taking a piss?
Well, hang a Larry.
That's left and right.
Left and right. Hang a Larry. You ever heard that before?
Oh yeah, of course I have. But when I think of hanging Roger,
I've heard it with different names.
I've heard of hanging out your Jimmy.
Mickey, of course. That's the. We got Mickey, and you got Texas Mickey, which is, of course, a large amount of liquor. A 2-4. It's 24 beer.
When you said you said hanging Larry, hanging Roger. I always say. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. No, I have heard that. And
Hang a
I
Larry.
even
What do you say? Do you say Roger or do you say
No.
Rick or
Well,
something like
I've
that?
heard Ricky.
'Cause
Yeah, hang a Ricky or yeah.
If you would have said it in context, I would have got it because I would have said, "Hey, hang a Ricky, hang a Larry." But
Yeah.
when you said it out of context, it didn't make sense to me.
No,
But
that's fine.
yeah, I get you.
Dart. Guess. What's a dart?
Schmonk.
Cigarette.
I still have the odd desire to have a cigarette.
Yeah. What's a Chesterfield?
What's a couch?
A toque, obviously. That's a fucking hat you wear in the wintertime.
Oh, for sure.
And then here's a picture of our. I think this is our prime minister or something. It's just a picture, it's just a picture of Drake.
That is in fact Drake. I was gonna say.
Drake,
That's
the
our
type.
Secretary of Defense.
Drake, the type
That's our
of
Secretary
fella.
of the Tickle Monster.
Champagne Poppy. That's Drake.
Like, that's the type of fella to visit his friends with the tickle monster.
That's the kind of guy that would hold his nose as he jumps in the pool and yells Geronimo.
God,
Every one of those just incredible.
I love all of
Those
those
Drake
names.
names are fire.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck Drake. I hate him. Pussy.
His name is literally Aubrey Graham.
Yeah, fuck him.
He's our names combined. Gump, you drunk bastard.
It's like Aubrey Drake Graham, I think.
No, it literally is Aubrey Drake Graham.
Yeah.
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 Fuck him.
Fuck you, Gump. He's a
He literally said, "Girl, you're a lesbian, or me too. Girl, you're a lesbian, me too."
We've all been there.
Like, I didn't realize he had his box ate, but hey, good for him. Further down the list here, we got...
Don't matter if you're in her bed at the end of the night. Doesn't matter what you said to her. If you're like, hey, I'm a lesbian too.
That doesn't work. It doesn't work when you got a mustache and a beard and your fucking balls are hanging out of your fucking shorts.
Well, it might work.
Well,
never say never, Gump.
Might work a lot better than you think.
Well, Dylan, you let me know how that works for you, all right? You try and pick up lesbians with that line.
No. You're picking up straight women. All women are lesbians.
All women are bisexual. Lesbians are bisexual women who got really mad. Really, really mad at men. So they're saying that they don't want men no more.
I mean, fair enough.
Fair enough.
But you never know. All right, further down the list here, we got Bunny Hug.
That's a
sweater.
Hoodie. That's a hoodie.
That's a Sask thing.
That's a Sask thing, yeah.
Yeah. My grade 1 teacher used to call him that, though.
Yeah, she also raped me.
His grade 1 teacher raped you?
No. My grade 1 teacher raped me.
What was her name?
Can't say for sure.
I could say, but I won't.
Don't.
And I have an image of... Oh, because your grade 1 teacher was the same as mine.
That's right.
Oh, no. Oh, that bitch must have been 300 pounds.
Yeah, I was like 65. I was grade 1.
Anyway, Bunny Hug.
I wasn't raped in grade 1, don't worry.
You're retarded.
No, I'm Aubrey.
Put your trauma aside for
This one is a Toronto
funny.
area one. This is a Toronto area slang. Knees it or nies it. Most popular in the Toronto area. It's a way to tell someone to be quiet or stop talking.
Nice it, fam. Is that how you say it?
I don't fucking know.
Nice it, fam.
No, I don't think I've heard that one.
I don't. Fuck Toronto. That's not Canada. That's just New York plus. Someone to be quiet or stop talking. Pronounced like nice, but with a Z. And also the total opposite of nice.
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 The rack. What's the rack? Not the man, but what's the rack?
Oh, that has something to do with money.
The rack?
The rock.
The rock.
Yeah, the rock. Newfoundland.
That is a fucking rock. Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
They call it the rock. Yeah, it's Newfoundland. I mean, some people call it that. It's not super
call it
popular.
the rock.
I just call it. I call it fake Ireland.
What were we talking?
Yeah, there was a few episodes with something about how Newfoundland is
Jewish Newfoundlanders.
Jewish Newfoundlanders. It's great. Imagine being Jewish and Newfoundlander.
Oh damn it! It's B, isn't it?
Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
There you go. Allow me to. I will handle the buttons. Thank you.
It's been a while. We haven't used those buttons.
What
in
do
a while.
you press D?
Yeah.
And that was B.
Yeah.
What's A and C?
All right. Well,
You wanna know?
What? Applause. Nice.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like
Your opinion,
man.
Good stuff.
Yeah. No, it's imagine being like Jewish and from Newfoundland. So you have the great business acumen of the Jewish people, but the terrible business acumen of the Newfoundlander. And then, like, you know, so you're a Newfoundlander, so you basically, what happens is you have to leave Newfoundland and go work up north in northern Alberta, you know, drilling on the rigs, getting oil out of the ground. And you end up in Fox Creek, Alberta, right?
That is quite the conundrum.
You and the fellas go to Fox Creek, Alberta.
What if they just canceled each other out?
Well, precisely. He goes to Fox Creek, Alberta. They go to the strip clubs there. Most guys are throwing loonies out on the dance floor. He's picking them up.
He's dancing?
Yeah. Sure. There's always a men's night somewhere.
Oh, God. Hey, you guys want to go see male strippers?
I do want to go to a gay bar.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Dylan? Would you go to a gay bar?
Absolutely.
I think it'd be a blast.
Dylan would pick up so many fucking dudes at the gay bar.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I think the vibes would be good.
Oh, the vibes would be
The
immaculate.
music would be unreal.
The music would be good.
The clothes,
The booze
they would
is
be
flowing.
dressed well. The money would be flowing.
Dylan's
I ain't never been a
asshole
gay
would be
man.
stretched 3 times
You'd
its
be-
original size. God damn, it would be a good time.
I'm not partaking. I'm just hanging out.
Just watching. There is no
Couple of bathroom
bystanders.
key bumps might things might be getting different though.
Couple fucking poppers in the bathroom.
I ain't gay until about 3 key bumps in the bathroom.
I like to think I'm unfuckable in the gay community.
Why? Why do you think that?
Not important.
Because he's got hemorrhoids, that's why.
It's true.
Oh, no.
I'll be leaving that place. My hemorrhoids looking like crushed gushers.
Excellent.
Gump, what's your next slang term?
Yeah,
Next.
let's keep moving on that one. So we got... this next one's Toronto. I hate Toronto, but... You got T-Dot, the 6...
T-Dot. Well, that's just
The Big
Toronto,
Smoke,
yeah.
Hog... The Big Smoke, that's an older term, actually. Hogtown and T.O.
I've heard T-Dot and the 6.
Yeah, and some people could just call it by the area codes, 416 and 647. Like just the like the phone number codes, right? But yeah, the 6 and the Big Smoke. The Big Smoke is actually an old term because Toronto was a huge industrial town.
Right.
Late 1800s, early 1900s. And that's where all, coal smoke from the factories,
Yeah.
right? So they called it the Big Smoke.
I had to read something I wrote down today. It was like, for somebody awfully liberal, you're very conservative with the feet pics. And it just, I instantly thought of Gump.
Naturally.
Naturally.
I'm confused.
I just
I'm not liberal with feet pics or
you.
my politics.
So you are conservative with the feet pics.
Yeah. Very, very. Deeply closeted, in fact.
But I.
You're an idiot. Quit laughing at him, Dylan. You're just encouraging his retardation.
He's not encouraging. It's funny.
The peg.
That's Winnipeg. Obviously.
Yeah.
I've heard that hundreds of
I would have
times.
thought of something completely different.
Cumtown. No. Cowtown.
That's Calgary.
Calgary.
Cumtown is
Cumtown.
Calgary, yeah.
Cumtown and Cowtown. I've heard.
No, Cumtown, that's a podcast by these New York fucking retards. Three of these retard comics.
Right.
All they do is they do impressions of famous actors and people, and they just make them do gay shit. It's great. It's a great podcast. You guys should listen to that one. Yes, bye. Popular Newfoundland.
That's it. Yeah. Yes,
That
but
just means like yes.
Yeah, yes, bye, which is a popular Newfoundland phrase of affirmation.
Yeah.
It's just saying, yeah, yes, bye. Bye meaning boy.
and yes meaning yes.
Are you telling... Oh, what the heck? I'm confused by this next one.
Let me read it.
Well, no, it just says convenience store or dep.
Depot?
So you may call this a corner store, a bodega, corner shop, milk bar, market, or some other variation in other countries. Dep is used in Quebec. We forget about them. They're going to be their own country soon enough. So they don't use convenience store in fucking United States? Sure they do. Don't they say
They
convenience
have to.
store? They have to.
Yeah, convenience store.
At least on the West Coast for sure.
Yeah. That or bodega. I like bodega.
It's a good.
But when I
That's
think
a
of
good one.
bodega, I think of the liquor store. Midnight bodega run.
No, bodega is like a shitty little convenience store where you get like a jug of milk. Or
See, but the
whatever.
thing with bodega is you go to the States, they sell liquor anywhere. So when you
Right,
think of
yeah,
a midnight
yeah.
bodega run, that's a midnight beer run. You
Yeah,
need some
fair
more
enough.
wine there, Gump.
Oh well, thou art thy brother's keeper.
Good, whoa. Let me have some. Dylan, Careful. Oh, Jesus.
Why is there all these Toronto fucking slangs?
Give me
I
the
hate
dredges.
Toronto.
There it is.
Oh.
Good enough.
Two bottles of
So
wine.
popular in the Toronto area, the term reach means are you coming? Are you going to a place or event? You reaching tonight? I'm a reach. That's stupid.
That is stupid. Why
Fuck
would
Toronto.
you read that?
Because it's on the list. Fuck you. A keener. Someone who's overeager, a suck
heard
up.
that one.
That one's old though. We've been using that for
Yeah,
years.
keener. That's
It's come and gone, if I'd say so myself.
The next one is stupid because it's literally just the name of our money. It's the loony and toonie. Like, that's what it's called. The loony and the
It's got a
toonie.
loon on it. And
Yeah.
a toonie.
Technically, it's the $1 fucking.
No, that's a buck and a twofer. Everybody knows that.
twofer.
Yeah.
No, a twofer is when you fucking make fun of two things at once. That's a twofer. When you get two things at once.
I'd call it a
No.
toonie a twofer. I know what twofer actually is.
I
used
just
for,
call it
but
a toonie. You call it a twofer?
Yeah, why not?
You got holes in your brain?
I don't know. I haven't had a CAT scan. I might.
Maybe you should have one.
CT scan. CAT scan.
Bucks. Do Americans not use the term buck
No.
to refer to money? No. That's a Canadian thing?
Oh yeah.
Bucks? Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, that's probably because the quarter had the fucking
Couple of bucks.
had an elk on it, right? Butte or beauty? Oh, that shit's a butte.
Self-explanatory.
That's self-explanatory. When something's beautiful, you say it's a butte or a beauty.
He's a beauty. Genuine beauty.
Clicks. It's a kilometer.
Kilometers.
Ah, that's Americans use that too, but that's at least the armed forces in the States there.
That's
Marines, they use clicks and all that shit. Jesus, Murphy. Used as a safe expletive, as if changing the Lord's name makes the phrase any less blasphemous. Yeah. And the last one,
Lord Tundred.
last one is A.
Wow, that's fucking rude.
That's
I'm
stupid.
offended.
That I'm offended. As a Canadian and an Italian. Because Canadians go, how's it going, A? And Italians go, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Wow, they offended two types of people in one.
Three
sentence.
types if you consider Italian Canadians.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they offended us 3 times.
Oh my god, these fucking pricks. From Toronto, most likely. Fuck Toronto. I hope that place gets hit by an asteroid. I changed my 3 wishes from the genie. I change it. I hope that asteroid doesn't land in the Congo. Those poor people have had enough. They've had enough Ebola and AIDS. I hope that asteroid lands on Toronto, those fucking pricks.
I send a moderately large comet into Toronto. Just the shockwave reaches the outer reaches of the GTA.
A comet?
Yeah. Nothing too big.
Yeah. Like Niagara Falls, Hamilton should be safe. But I just want the GTA.
Yep.
Like, you want Toronto and Scarborough and all
What's
that
going
shit.
on with the headphones there, brother?
Huh? What's wrong with your headphones?
Do you hear it?
No. You drunk?
No, it's me.
What are you hearing? They're very loud. Can you hear me? Turn them up maximum. Can you hear me, brother?
No, just can you cut that shit out?
All right, fine. Turn down a touch.
Anyway, yeah, okay, it's just my headphones. All
Yeah.
right, carry on.
Yeah, anyway, I send a fucking comment into the GTA. Fuck them. Fuck those bricks.
Fair enough.
And on that bombshell, on that comet impact, I think that's a good enough time to end this one, eh?
Well, yeah, we have no more wine. I'm
Well,
on
the
my
wine's
last
gone.
sip here.
Yeah, you fucking sucked her down like a sewer pipe, that's for sure.
He gave me the least amount.
Yeah, but you had one more than me, though.
Not touche.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Loves feet pics.
I'm going to edit that out.
No, you're not. Anyway, everybody, thanks for listening in on Brothers Radio. Thanks, Dylan, for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me. What is it
Tune in on Friday
again.
night. We're going to have a longtime friend of the show come in, and we're going to really enjoy ourselves with that moron. Should be good.
Dalen Schmidt, I believe. Hopefully, we'll see if he can.
We'll see if he can make it. I'm pretty sure he's
You know
coming.
how Dalen doesn't show up till whenever he feels like. So I
I've
guess we'll
heard
see.
that, yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks everybody.